Welcome back to Star Wars Rebellion. The search for the Rebel base continues. We're playing as the Empire. Of course, the Rebel information is hidden. And we're going to see if we can find the Rebel base and crush it, or maybe even blow it up with a Death Star. But we don't know where it is. It's somewhere out here in the galaxy. We still have about 16 or 20 or so planets we need to search to find it. We're starting a new turn. So we're going to be getting to the assignment phase. So let's take a look and see what the Rebel Alliance is going to do for their assignment phase, and then we will decide what we want to do as the Empire. Alright, so it looks like the Rebel scum are going to be doing 5 missions this time, and they've left Obi-Wan and Lando Calrissian in the wings to maybe try and foil our missions, or maybe try and do something else. We're not sure. So that's what we've got for the Rebel Alliance. Now we have to take a look at our missions and decide whom we want to assign to them and how many we want to do, etc. Alright, so the first thing we're going to look at for the Empire is the missions we are not taking. So we're leaving Piet, Fel, and Palpatine in our leader pool. We are not going to be doing research and development, and we are not going to be doing Ruled by Fear, but we will be doing a ton of other missions. We're going to be doing 6 missions, actually. So let's take a look at the missions we're going to be doing. Alright, so 3 of the 6 missions we're going to be doing, and then we'll look at the other 3 here in a second. We're going to be using Detained, and of course we're using the character that matches. Gives us 2 extra successes. Attempt against a Rebel leader that is in any system if successful. The leader does not return to the leader pool for the next refresh phase. So we can block them again. And we're going to have Boba Fett here go out and capture a Rebel operative. Attempt against a Rebel leader that is in a system that contains an Imperial unit. If successful, capture that leader. We'll see if that happens. And we have some gathering intel. He's got 3 of them there. Attempt in any Rebel system. If successful, draw a probe card for every 4 Rebel units that are in the Rebel base, a minimum of 1 card. And in the Rebel base right now, we have 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 10 units. That would be drawing 2 probe cards. Alright, let's take a look at the other 3 missions we're going to try this turn. And the other 3 missions we're going on is we're going to have the Super Laser online, and I think we're going to go ahead and blow up a system with the Star Destroyer. So why not? We're going to go ahead and do that. Resolve in any system that contains a Death Star, destroy the system, gain a loyalty in population, in a populous system in that region. So we're going to have Tarkin go ahead and try and do that. And then we're going to have Retrieve the Plans, Darth Vader. He gets 2 extra successes for doing this, so that'd be 5. Attempt against any captured leader. So let's hope we capture a leader. If successful, the Rebel player must reveal their hand of objective cards. Choose one of those cards to place at the bottom of the objective deck. So we get to cook their objective deck a bit. And then we have Princess Leia, who has now turned to the dark side. She's going to go out on a trade negotiation mission for us. Attempt in any populous system. If successful, gain a loyalty in the system. So thank you, Princess Leia, for joining the right team. She is now on the dark side team with the Empire. Alright, so that's it. So we're going to begin, of course, we're going to get into the command phase. So let's find out what it is the Rebel scum is going to try first off. Okay, it seems like the first mission that the Rebel Alliance is going to try this turn is with the Wookiee. So let's find out what he's up to. Oh dear, so it is a mission particular to him, so he gets 2 automatic successes. Attempt in the Kashyyyk system, which of course we have subjugated now. If successful, gain 1 loyalty in the system and destroy up to 4 health worth of units of your choice in the system. Okay, wow. Alright, that's not particularly great. Alright, let's go to the Kashyyyk system with Chewbacca and see what he's trying to do there. He's trying an uprising. Alright, so he's being very brave because the Death Star is already in this system. So he's going to try it. He has 5 successes. We can try to block him from doing it. Now, if they gain a loyalty here, it will go back to the Rebel Alliance. I'm not sure what's going to happen here because if he gains a loyalty, we get rid of the subjugation. It's already a loyal planet to the Rebels, but if we're going to have units left here, no matter what, it's going to be subjugated again. So I don't think it matters what happens here as far as succeeding with this mission. We are just going to lose units and it's still going to be subjugated. I think that's how that's supposed to work. We can try to oppose it. The only one we can oppose, well, we can oppose it with either Piet, he only has 1 strength, or we can oppose it with Fel, he has 2 strength. So it would be 5 dice versus 2. I don't know if we want to waste our guys trying to do it, so I just think we're going to say, no, we're going to let the Wookiee have his fun. And so if we look at the card, attempt, so it's successful, gain a loyalty in the system, and destroy up to 4 health worth of units of your choice in the system. So they're going to just get to destroy 4 health worth of units, and they're going to take 2 ATSTs and get rid of them because that is 4 health worth of units. As far as gaining loyalty, like I said, the subjugation would come off, but because we still have units there, they're not being knocked off the planet. The planet is still going to remain subjugated. All right, that was the first action for the Rebel Alliance. And now let's see what we're going to do as a Galactic Empire. Maybe we want to try and capture the Wookiee, or maybe we want to wait till Mon Mothma's out there. I'm not sure. Alright, so the first mission we're going to go on is we're going to send Princess Leia out there to do some trade negotiations, and it's attempt in any populous system. If successful, gain a loyalty in the system. Let's go and see where she's going to try and pull that off. Alright, we can never have too many units for the Empire. She's going to go right here to Utapau. We do know that the Rebel base is not here, but she's going to go here and do some trade negotiations. Anyway, in this populous system, it's going to give us some more units. If successful, gain a loyalty in the system. So she has 2 in negotiation or skill. Is the the Rebel Alliance going to try to stop her? And I don't think they're going to bother. They have a lot of things they want to do as well, and they're not going to waste their units trying to block us at the moment. They could send an Obi-Wan, but I don't think they're going to do that. So we go ahead and we get a loyalty in the system. So 1 loyalty means that is now an Imperial-controlled planet. Right on. So we're going to get an assault carrier and a Star Destroyer in our queue. We don't have any Star Destroyers left. We have them all in our queue, so we won't be able to build any. But we still have some assault carriers to go. Alright, back we go now to the Rebel Alliance. See what they want to try next. Alright, so the next Rebel Alliance, they're going on a mission and they are taking Riken with them. So let's find out what it is he's trying to do right now. Ah, yes, the sabotage mission. So he's got enough strength to do it. Let's go and see which system he's going to try and sabotage. Of course, this one returns back to their hand afterwards. Alright, so it looks like he's heading off to Kashyyyk, where the Wookiee went and stirred things up, and now you're trying to sabotage the planet as well, so that the subjugated Kashyyyk cannot build any units for the Empire. And if we try to resist it, they're going to be rolling 4 dice. We could send Fel in there to roll 2 dice, but I think we're going to keep our characters, our leaders, to move units. So yep, it's successful. They go ahead and sabotage. It's just stormtroopers that we'd be getting anyway, so not a huge deal. But that system is now sabotaged as well as subjugated. Alright, back we go now to the Empire, and let's see what else we want to do. Alright, this may seem a little wasteful, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Fel and move him into Coruscant. We're getting a little tired of this X-Wing sitting here, and we get to move units in here, and we're going to move in one of the assault carriers. So there will be a space battle and a space battle only. We get 2 cards as Fel. Now, the player, Rebel Alliance, can send a leader in to counter us if they want, and they're deciding not to do that. So we get to draw 2 space battle cards to get out the deck. We'll do a little bit of shuffling here, and we'll see what Fel's got to work with. We just have 1 X-Wing to take out. We roll a red and a black for assault, and they roll 1 black. So, and we also get deal 1 damage. Well, that's going to take out the X-Wing. And onslaught, deal the damage to up to 2 different units. Boom. Good stuff. We're in good shape already. So we'll get out the dice tray. It's going to be a quick little space battle, I do believe. So we're rolling a red and black for our assault carrier. And we get a direct hit. Ooh, that was kind of lucky. We get 1 direct hit on them. They just roll 1 black die for the X-Wing, and they get an absolute nothing. And they have no cards, and we can also assign another. We should have assigned another hit just in case I could block it, but they can't do anything. Boom. We do get the X-Wing out of the sky. It's just sort of being pesky because we couldn't place any units here. We couldn't use the build queue here either. So now we've got that all taken care of. It's the end of the space battle. It was very quick. Might have been a waste of Fel, but I did want to clear that system out of Rebel scum. They're just sort of buzzing around, being annoying. All right, back we go now to the Rebel Alliance to see what else they're going to try and do. All right, it looks like they're sending Dodona, or whatever his name is, on another mission. Let's find out what it is. All right, looks like they're doing a straight-up infiltration mission. Attempt in any system that contains an Imperial unit. If successful, look at the top two cards of the objective deck. Place one card on top of the deck, the other card on the bottom. It gets returned to their hand. Let's go see where Dodona is going to try that out. Oh dear, Kashyyyk is one very, very busy system. They're putting all their leaders in there. It's very hard to counter them when they're doing that. It's a sabotage system. They've blown up some of our units, and they're causing a bit of an irritation for us. We could send Piet in there to try and block this mission, though. But you know what? I don't think we're going to worry very much about that, to be honest. So we're just going to let them go ahead and do what they need to do. So they're going to be taking the top two cards off of their objective deck, and they're going to put one on the top and one on the bottom. We won't see that, of course, and then it's back to the Empire. Alright, I think we're going on a little intel mission. So we're going to try and gather some intel. Attempt in a rebel system. Well, there's only Bothui right now. If successful, draw a probe card for every 4 units. So this would be drawing 2 probe cards. This is going to go back in our hand. We're going to have Yularen here go out and try and gather some intel. Alright, so way up in Bothui we have Yularen going there to gather some intel. And the Rebel Alliance is actually going to try to block that by sending in Obi-Wan Kenobi. So he's going to try and block it. So it's going to be a dice roll-off, and I'm just going to have to readjust the camera slightly. We're going to be rolling 3 dice for us, for the Empire, and 3 for the Rebel Alliance, and we need more successes than them for this mission to succeed. Alright, we got it lined up pretty good. We're going to put the dice tray in here. So 3 black dice for the evil Empire, 3 red dice for the Rebel Alliance. Let's see what we get. And no, we get 2 successes, and Obi-Wan gets 2-3. Obi-Wan, they actually got more successes than we did. The mission is a failure. We did not gather any intel. Obi-Wan blocked us nicely. All right, well, that's the end of ours. Back we go now again to the Rebel Alliance for more fun and games. Alright, and because I'm running out of time today, this will be the final mission, the final thing for the command phase for today's episode. And we have here, Madine is going on something. Let's find out what he's up to. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like they do not have Han Solo, so that we'll not get the bonus for that. But let's take a look at this mission. It says, attempt in any system. If successful, move up to 4 ground units from the Rebel base space to this system, ignoring transport restrictions and adjacency. If there are Imperial ground units in the system, resolve our combat. Ooh, wow. All right, I wonder where they're going to try this. Is it any wonder? Kashyyyk, once again, is going to be getting that mission. Now, there's no way we're going to block this. It's a strength. They've got 3, 4, 5, 6. Or sorry, they've got 3... Yeah, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 strength. We can send in only Piet with 1. There's no point even trying to roll against that. The odds are just about astronomically impossible. So they are just going to get in. They're going to move in 4 ground units from the Rebel base space to the system. And ignoring transport restrictions and adjacency. So I think they can just move in ground units. They do not even need to, they can just bypass our Death Star and everything and just land on the planet. And it says if there are Imperial ground units in the system, resolve a combat. Alright, they're going to go ahead and do that. What are they going to move in there? Well, they're going to move in 2 speeders. They are really coming in hard and fast. 2 speeders and 2 Rebel troopers. So that's going to leave their Rebel base a little bit vulnerable. However, there's going to be a dust up here now. So my goodness, I'm going to have to readjust the camera. We can send in troops though to try and combat that. They're going to get 3 ground cards, and we can send in Palpatine for 2 or Piet for 1. Man, I don't know. We might just... Oh, this is so annoying. And what's so annoying about it is if we lose our units here, it's going to go back to Rebel Alliance control. Oh man. So I think we're just going to suck it up, Buttercup, and we're not going to bother. We're just going to go ahead and let this battle take place. I'm going to readjust the camera. We're going to go with the dice tray. We're going to get at it. Okay, let's get to it. So they have two rebel troopers. Of course, I'm blocking everything. Why don't I do it kind of? Does that work? That works. We can see the units. We can see the dice tray. Their speeders have a red and a black each, so that's 2 red, 2 black, and 2 more black for the troopers. We're just going to be rolling 3 black and 1 red for our ATST and 2 stormtroopers. All right, let's get rolling. This is for the Rebel Alliance attack. And it looks like they did some pretty good stuff. Oh my goodness, they have, they have a red cross lightsaber. We're going to spend that right now. They're going to spend it right now, and they're going to go ahead and do this. They're going to play this card, Unstoppable Assault. During this ground battle step, your opponent cannot block damage. So we can't block any damage, period. Which is not great, but it's what it is. We don't have any cards anyway, but we will be rolling pretty soon here. They have another blocked cross lightsaber. They're going to go ahead and draw themselves another card. And then they are also going to go ahead and play this critical hit. Deal a damage. They're going to deal 1 damage to our ATST. God, there's so many leaders in here. It's getting a little congested. So they're going to deal 1 damage to an ATST. And then they have another red damage, which is going to go on the same ATST. I've got to move things around. So that ATST is going to have 2 damage on it. And whoa! That went flying across the galaxy like a meteorite. All right, our ATST 2 damage. And then they've got 2 black dice hits. That's going to be 1 for each stormtrooper. And they have a red hit. They're going to put an extra 1 on our ATST, even though we cannot block damage. So it's going to be 3 damage on the ATST, 1 for each stormtrooper. We are in trouble here. Holy mackerel. Did they do a number in Kashyyyk? Do not mess with the Wookiees, I think, is the lesson to be learned here. They are not very friendly if you get them angry. All right, we do now have, of course, retaliation. We've got an ATST, and we have, of course, a couple of stormtroopers there. So we're going to be rolling a red and a black for the ATST, 2 black for the stormtroopers. Now let's see what we can get in retaliation. Can we do anything to them? We get 1 of these. I guess we're going to draw ourselves a card because it might help us. We get re-roll up to 2 of your dice. Well, wow. Well, we can re-roll up to 2 dice. So we might as well re-roll the 2 black dice. So we're going to go ahead and play that card. Reroll up 2 of your dice. Boom, done. Okay, so we do have 1 red hit. That's going to go on a speeder. Maybe we can get a direct hit here. Let's see. Yes, we get 1 direct hit. So we're going to use the direct hit to go on the speeder. And we're going to get 1 of the troopers. They, of course, are going to go ahead and block 1 damage, which is annoying. So they're going to block 1 of the damages on the speeder. And now we resolve the end of the combat. So we lose the ATST, we lose our 2 stormtroopers. Wow, they blew us right off the planet. That was nasty business. So, of course, all of the damage markers go away. We now have no units left on the planet. The snow speeder only took 1 damage, so it's not going to be too affected. They do lose a rebel trooper for the 1 hit, as the leaders go flying everywhere. And we now do not have any units on the system, and that means we lose subjugation. And it was a rebel loyal planet, and it is once again. So wow, nicely done, I guess, Rebel Scum. That was actually not bad, and I do believe they also okay they're going to play a card as well. Combat, play after you win a ground battle in a subjugated system. Liberation. So they've liberated Kashyyyk. They're going to get 1 influence on the track, and I think they have another one. Yeah, and they're going to play even another card. I believe, or can you only play 1? I'm going to have to check that, but they do get 1 for sure. Let's go ahead and put that up on the board for their influence going up. Alright, I thought we were doing really well as the Empire. However, the influence marker for the Rebel line is coming down. You can see things are getting kind of tight when those two markers meet. If we haven't found, taken over, or destroyed the Rebel base, we lose the game as the Empire. The Rebels will win. Alright, I've got to check the rules to see if they can fulfill more than one objective at one time. And if they can, they've just done another one. If not, then that's it for now. Alright, so the rule book has, of course, answered all of my questions. You can only play one objective card as a Rebel Alliance per combat, per a single combat. So we can't do the two there. And only one during the start of the refresh phase. So they cannot do two objectives at once. So yeah, you did get a sneak peek at what they have, but oh well, they got excited and thought they could pull out two at one time, but they cannot. So that's going to end off our episode for today. It's gone on quite long enough. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Star Wars Rebellion. We're playing as the Empire. Time is running out. We've got, 3 or 4 turns to find. I mean, we haven't even found the Rebel base yet. And once we find it, we have to crush it. So there's that. We have to blow it up with the Death Star, or we have to send in enough units to take it over. They've weakened themselves quite a bit. They only have... they don't have a lot of units left at the Rebel base, so if we can find it and get our troops over there, we might be able to crush it, but so far we've not been able to locate it. So thanks so much for watching along. See you next time. Hopefully get the video out soon. I do have an extremely busy week coming up, so this is unfortunate. So I'm not sure when the next video is going to drop. I hope to have it out within a couple of days, but it may be longer. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time for Star Wars Rebellion as we play as the Empire.